you should really check out such and such. It's like, alright, shut the fuck up, like, I don't care.
Alright, well, speaking of names of bands, can you guys tell us the origin of the band name Creepoid, or maybe how Creepoid came to be?
Well, this is coming up on like our 1-year anniversary of being a band. I guess, you know, we didn't really play shows until February or March or April, whatever, around there. But December of last year, there was like a major snowstorm in Philly, and Sean got snowed in at our house here, and we had his old Sound of Music tape machines. And is that what it's called?
Voice of music?
Voice of music, yeah.
Yeah, we had these 2 old tape reels, and a couple reels of tape with some space on them, and we were just fucking around really. Like, I had an acoustic, and Pat was playing the drums, and that's how it kind of like started. And I think we actually used stuff we recorded that very first weekend on Yellow Life Giver.
Yeah, they're the raw tracks for Yellow Life Giver. Were recorded like that weekend with our first
songs,
weekend. Yeah. Rotten Tooth was written and recorded.
And it was See-Through.
And See-Through.
Yeah. So those exact songs on the 7-inch
just
came right from that day.
Layered upon.
Yeah.
Right.
It was, we did original guitar, vocal, and drums, and then we added Anna later that night. And later that week.
Like,
later that week,
he came on the slide.
We're like,
come downstairs and sing this song. What? What song?
I think every band finishes their 7-inch in a week.
Dude.
Well, I mean, some of the ideas, like that, we did have, you know, certain ideas did come in from, you know, just where we were at that time. And
we were all
backward. You know what I mean? Like, there were some pre-existing ideas. I mean, that's the difference between the full length and the 7-inch. Is like there were some ideas that already existed for the 7-inch before Bandit. But then when we used them up, and now it's like, okay, now we're working together as Creepoid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fully.
Right.
Creepoid like originally was Sean had some songs, like he had some parts, and you know, in the G, like Anna and me and Pete's old band, like it was one of those things where people would bring parts to the table and then we would put them together. And this was one of those projects where Sean had a new raw project that no one else heard, and you know, he brought it to the table and we put it together, and it became like the Yellow Life Giver EP. And we were really happy with it. I mean, we made 30 cassettes and did a short East Coast tour and sold out of them really quick, and it was awesome to put it out. And we actually still have copies, so we're ready to push this.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you want one.
Yeah, we do.
Let me know.
Not a whole lot though.
Yeah.
So since we know a little more about the writing process, I guess, can you tell us who writes the songs and a little more in depth on your writing process, how that goes? Who does what, maybe?
Well, I mean, being a guitar player, we're actually just, you know, just playing guitar in the band. A lot of the stuff obviously starts just by yourself. Like, you know, I'll just be by myself, like at home. You know what I mean? A little louder. Just playing guitar, you know, you just kind of come up with an idea, and then I usually try to elaborate on it as much as possible by myself, or taking it to the rest of the guys, and then we kind of
yeah, I mean,
the rest of it gets changed around, and that's fine. It's just, you know what I mean. I like to have kind of like a full idea. I want to know that my original vision was like as fulfilled as I can possibly get it.
yeah, it's about
ahead of time, and then working with it later.
It's about handing the ball to everybody else and trusting them to just stay on the route path that you create. That's all it is.
People get.
And everybody has ideas on their own and everything like that.
It's hard to get sidetracked, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a great thing because, you know, Pete and I have played in bands together since we were kids, and like there's like
Sean too. Like, I mean, we've all like played together through over the years, and it's just a matter of trust. Like, I feel like we all just trust each other a lot, where like we've never really argued seriously about anything when it comes to writing the songs or anything like that.
Well, at least we've never punched each other.
Well, no, I just mean like we've never reached the point where like
I've been in bands that
we've
just straight
been-
punch each other. So I
we've
mean,
been so like die hard and like no,
Yeah.
it should go to this part. Like I think that part sucks. Like we've never actually like
Yeah.
had
Well,
it's still
disagreement.
fun.
We had a lot of benefits of. We had a lot of past experience, so like the initial barrier of like getting chemistry was broken down, and we just had a lot of things that we now do without thinking about. That in bands growing up, we had to like strive to do. Just very simple things like just getting discipline. You know what I mean? And we had that all from the past.
Built
so
in.
it's not like we're like struggling to do things that we used to. We now can just kind of like keep looking forward. You know, that's been a big help for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so your new record's coming out in just a few days. Can you tell us a little bit about the band's relationship with the record label putting it out, Ian Records?
Well, Ian's awesome.
Yeah, Ian's great. Ian works at Beautiful World Syndicate in South Philly. He works at the record store there. And his awesome wife Elizabeth is the lead singer of the Party Photographers, and they're another band that's on his label.
I never knew they were married.
Yeah, that's his
I
wife.
remember.
I never knew they were
Never
married.
put them together.
No.
Alright, so that's his wife.
Some new info.
Yeah, and like Ian's just awesome. He exclusively puts out Philadelphia bands, you know, like he's done stuff for Far Out Fangtooth, who Nick Culp and Far Out did the art and silk screening for our LP.
Yeah, he helped out a lot.
Yeah, Nick's really
It's awesome. He did a good job.
Yeah. And I really think it's great because like there's very few times that bands get to like give an artist their album and the guy can sit there and just think about it
Yeah,
and then
take the
put
ball
together
and-
something. Yeah.
It's the same.
Exactly. It's,
like
it's the
letting
same
him
relationship
trusting
in
him.
writing, you know?
Same
like-
thing we were talking about with songwriting, trusting that he'll create something that echoes what we were thinking about.
Through a different medium.
Medium. Yeah.
But Nick did a great job, man. Like I'm so happy with it, and I hope that if it does get repressed and does other things, I hope that people do the artwork's original like justice and whatnot. You know,
Yeah,
I'm worried about that.
great help from a photographer too for the front cover.
Yeah.
Where'd that cover come from?
Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
Right?
Hilda.
Motherland.
I don't remember her last name, but
I mean, it's a dark album.
Definitely.
Anyway, Germany. What is it? Yeah, well, we were talking about Ian Records.
Yeah, Ian's the best dude. I mean, he's got a lot of new releases coming out. He's doing
We're,
the
we're his first full length.
First full
We're the
LP.
first full length on Ian Records. They're all been
Yeah.
7 inches until now, so that's pretty exciting.
yeah, definitely.
Our record
a
drops
privilege.
this Tuesday, January 11th, 2011.
Yeah.
Pick it
Yeah,
up.
I'm looking forward to the new Moon Woman 7-inch that Ian's doing. That band's awesome. Those dudes are great. So
Yeah.
it's really cool.
So after the album's all said and done and it's out there, where do you guys think you're headed next? What's the next for Creepoid?
South by?
Yeah.
South by
South
Southwest
by
in
and-
March.
And
Well, we're talking about doing a lot of EPs now. We don't want to really rush into another album, so we're gonna
We just had to
until this
finish
summer.
the-
We're not gonna worry about it, and we're gonna do something this summer that's not exactly like this. It's gonna have a different feel, I think. You
This
know,
is our winter album.
yeah.
You know, it's
Not,
made
not
for the
rushing into
winter.
anything right away then?
No.
Yeah, we'll in about 4 months you'll hear from us or something.
we, like,
you know?
we still have like, I mean, this is the same story with any band where you write material for
Play out a lot.
a record, and there's always going to be stuff that maybe you
Weren't quite ready.
that wasn't ready or anything else. So a lot of these things these ideas for songs or half songs got shelved just when we started working on this record. So it's going to be interesting to pull them down again after we get the time to start writing process again and just
Yeah.
see if they might just be discarded completely or completely reworked or just maybe using only like a single part or something like that from the songs. But
For a while, it was like we were going to a second job. We recorded this album for a good while with Kyle Slick Johnson, and I mean, it was an awesome experience, but it wasn't always like fun or easy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we definitely learned a lot from this
Exhausting.
experience, and we just hope that people can be into it, enjoy it, whatever.
This is the hardest amount
If
of
we
work.
get to just like relax and enjoy that for a while, that's nice.
Yeah, that's why we're gonna give ourselves
That's the goal, I guess, in the long run. I guess
earn your vacation.
in that case, since you're worried about people listening or not listening, I don't think that's going to be a problem. What do you guys think is the best way to get people to hear your new music?
They have this thing called the internet now. I heard that's a pretty good way of getting yourself out there.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Or
Twitter.
just go to the
Twitter
shows,
machine.
or just like whatever.
Yeah,
well, I mean, like,
Just
shows
play-
aren't the same from when we were kids. You
Well,
know,
we-
remember we used to
we-
fill our pockets of flyers at every show
yeah.
we
I
went
mean, we need to
like,
play outside in Philadelphia, more, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
we need to tour.
Mhm.
We need to get out like to the West Coast and.
I mean, you gotta reach out too. I
Yeah.
mean, we've had so much help from people we didn't know, and now we're great friends with, all along the way here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And just get more involved with doing stuff with like public radio or college radio and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great way to get people.
Yeah. XPN and Y-Rock have been a huge help. Like,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
have been great. We just did a session with them the other night where we went over and we did a couple of the new songs off the album, did an interview with John Matisse, and actually, as we're doing this interview, it's airing on Y-Rock.
Well, tonight at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Oh, what
Yeah,
time is
you got plenty of time.
I didn't even know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, good luck. Thank you.
Alright, thanks.